Hi, my name is Manuel Mirzoian. I was the husband of Helen Mirzoian, who was diagnosed with benign brain tumor back in 2003. In 2004, February, she had her first awake surgery, and she came out of it really well, and she lived a very normal life, having two children at a very young age, and going through with them to school and doing all the other things that she wanted to do without any interruptions or anything as such. So in 2003, when she was diagnosed, we ended up seeing 3 doctors at the time. Dr. Raymond Cook was the first one, and we had 2 other doctors that we went through in other hospitals to see what they thought of what they could do to help her in the situation. Going through the 3, she felt quite comfortable and wanted to continue with the quality of life that she had, and Dr. Cook was pretty much the one that she actually chose. It was not influenced by anyone or anything. It was just her choice in the comfort zone that she was in with Dr. Raymond Cook, and so she ended up going with him. And of course that took 12 years. The other oncologist that we had at the time was Dr. Helen Mirzoian, so the comfort that she had with her and just everything that she kind of said and recommended to Helen was quite good, and she was looked after really, really well. The other person that we were dealing with at the time, or communicating with, was Marina Castellana. Now, anything that we needed any help with these situations that would come up or change in certain times of that journey, she was always there for us to be able to call up and say, what should we do, what should we do? So she would recommend certain things that we needed to do to be able to help and go through that motion. In 2008, again, this brain tumor had come back to affect her a little bit, and it was time to see the doctor again to see what was going on. Unfortunately, we had to have a radiation and then followed by chemo at the time. After that, in 2012, the brain tumor came back quite aggressively, being a multiform glioblastoma. It interrupted a lot of things that she was planning to do, etc., but it was an operation that she needed to have. Once she had that, she was fine for a certain period of time until being on chemo again, and then a little bit after that, it tended to affect her quite a lot in October 2013. Then what we had to do is have another brain surgery, and that tended to knock her out quite a bit. She had to go on chemo again, and then we had the last resort of being on Avastin, which prolonged her life as long as possible. While all this was happening, all the years, she was quite normal, didn't miss a beat. She did everything that she wanted to. It was just unusual for her to be in that way. So after having her 3rd surgery, being on Avastin for at least 6 months, the time came in April 2014 where she was very critical. I had to take her to the hospital, and much a little bit after that, in a matter of 3-4 days, unfortunately she passed away from this disease. So after her passing in July 2014, I decided to put together a not-for-profit organization called Helen's Hope to be able to assist and support brain cancer patients and family members if they required any help. And the reason, again, why I came up with that was because while in our journey we were going to the hospital, I did realize that there were a few other families there that were going pretty much the same kind of thing as what we were. And people just wanted to talk about it with you because they just wanted to share their information and I guess get some kind of support through someone else while they were going through it. So I decided to say, well, this is what I will do. Something of what Helen would have done, because she was a very helpful person. So therefore I thought, well, might as well carry that for her. But yeah, so we were able to help children by donating dolls and a few other donations to be able to have them hopefully reach something in the sense of a cure or help. And to be asked to be an ambassador I was quite grateful to have that opportunity to do that, because that was another arm of Helen's Hope, is to be able to help not just families but also organizations or groups that do want to be able to help others, and also be part of the movement in the sense of being able to get funding if necessary, as because we've actually gone through the emotions and the journey with someone who's actually experienced it. So I'd like to thank everybody that has been supporting the brain cancer group with their support as far as attending functions, donating and participating in some of the activities that tends to happen in those functions. Research is a key to success, and to be able to find a cure for this disease that we just don't know how we end up getting, but definitely research we need to put some money towards. I know it doesn't get it from a lot of places or a lot of other cancers, but this really is deadly, that needs that research deeper and deeper into it to be able to find a cure for once and for all. And I thank everybody for doing that.